everybody. Welcome back to Talk with Nia. So we are going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, so we all have been watching the season, right? Some people like it, some people don't. We got a lot of new girls in the group. We already broke down the whole Kenya and Britt situation. Now we need to break down Porsha and Shamea. The fallout of Porsha and Shamea. And it's all over social media right now. So basically, Porsha is getting called out for being a bad friend, as Nene said a long time ago. All right. Now, we're basically seeing Shamea finally speak up for herself because all this time she never did. All this time Shamea never ever spoke up for herself. And now we're starting to hear why Porsha didn't go to Shamea's wedding. I believe it was in Kenya, right, y'all? So Shamea basically was confiding in Angela. I don't know why. And she also talked to Kelly, and it got back to Kelly. So now the girls are like, Angela ended up telling Porsha, like, oh, Shamea feels like it's a one-sided friendship, a lopsided friendship. She feels away, You didn't go to her wedding. And Portia's hurt that she's hearing this from Angela. So then at Portia's events, Shamea gets really defensive when they bring this up because she's like, wait a minute. Whenever the girls talk about Porsha, I shut that crap down. I don't automatically believe anything they say. I shut it down and I defend Porsha no matter what. How come you were so easy to believe Angela when she brought this up to you? Now, y'all gonna have to excuse any baby toy noise y'all hear in the background. My daughter is home. Now, like I was saying, so she's like, wait a minute, I defend Porsha whenever y'all talk about her. Porsha, how come you so quick to believe whatever Angela say about me? Why was you so quick to believe that I was talking about you behind your back, about our friendship or whatever? Why didn't you even attempt to shut that down? So I understand Shamea's point, but I also understand why Porsha was hurt. So Portia's hurt because she heard about Shamea's feelings through other people instead of just privately between them two. Portia's also hurt because Porsha loves an alliance, honey. She's like, okay, I got my road dog, my friend for years and years and years to have my back. So if anybody tries to come for me, I know I got Shamea on my team and we're going to tag team them. Porsha don't have a whole lot of alliances or friends on this show right now. She's just really cool with Shamea, right? So she's getting to know the other girls, and then she's not that fond of Drew right now. So who does Porsha really have, right? Now, Shamea, yeah, you're mad that Angela kind of outed your stuff, but it's all the truth though, right? Like, just like Angela said, you need a push. You need to tell this girl how you feel. You saying you don't want to be her lapdog anymore, but you need to let this girl know how you've been feeling. If you wanted her to go to your wedding a long time ago, then you should, like, let me give Shamea some credit, because when the wedding clip happened years ago, 7-8 years ago, when this stuff happened, Shamea did call out Porsha, and she's like, you should be at the wedding. Why aren't you at the wedding? So she did call her friend out, and in the moment, she didn't just hold on to that and never say nothing about it. So we have to give Shamea some credit. She did talk to her friend. And during that time, Porsha was also talking trash, or didn't defend Shamea at all, when Phaedra was trying to say that Shamea was allegedly sleeping with Candy, doing threesomes or whatever with them. And Shamea was engaged at that time, about to walk down the aisle and could have ruined her marriage. And Porsha did not shut that down, and she was agreeing with it. So Porsha has been a horrible friend to Shamea. And Shamea is finally coming out now and saying like she's giving her a lot of grace. But now Shamea went on Andy Cohen's show, Watch What Happens Live, and she said that she's done with the friendship. I don't blame Shamea for being done with the friendship. She should have been done a long time ago. Back to when Candy threw her that bachelorette party, or a party for her being engaged, and then Porsha didn't even come for no reason, because she wasn't, I guess, in a good place with somebody. Maybe it was Candy at the time. She came for no real reason. And then we didn't even talk about how Porsha was saying, oh, I can't go to your wedding because I'm sick. Something's wrong with me health-wise. I got a doctor's note. And then she said she just can't be a regular plane seat. Like, she needs to be up there in the front in first class or whatever. She can't be in coach, all cramped up. And then Shamea offered to pay for a first class ticket or whatever. And she still didn't go. She just didn't want to go to your wedding, girl. You can't hold on to friendship just because y'all been friends since y'all was little kids and you're the only one being loyal. I've been there before. Like, you can't hold on. You can't hold on. Sometimes you gotta go. And my Taurus sister Shamea, girl, sometimes we hang on and we stay loyal and we stay down for way too long. And then people just be getting over. And then we wait and let it boil. And then we just, we just done. One thing about it, I don't think Shamea coming back to being her friend. I think now that she's established that she is done and she's built up all of that feeling inside of her to be like, you know what, I'm through with this. I don't think she's ever going to be Porsha's friend again. And if she chooses to be cordial, she might be classy and choose to be cordial and not be like rude or disrespectful or rah, but she'll never be that girl's friend again. She'll never be that girl's friend again. Did y'all see in episode 2 or 3 or something? How we talked about it. Porsha's mom was like, oh, you got to watch out for Shamea. Like, what? And it's given that Porsha gets that jealous air, that jealousy stuff from her mother too. Okay, maybe her, look, I ain't gonna talk about nobody's mama, all right? But I'm just saying, it's given, I've been jealous of Shamea. I want her life. I want me a rich African too. I want me a big old house. I don't care if I got to steal the man from somebody else. I don't care if he married. Because then she was talking about F. Charles, talking about Angela's husband. Like, girl, you just be looking at people's husbands and be trying to take people's husbands. Like, come on. Be for real. Sometimes when people don't got a lot of good things going on in their life, and they're around people that seem to have it all, that can be hard. But this is where we really start to find out your character, okay? And she just don't got a good character, y'all. Porsha's comeback is starting to look like a flop in regards to really seeing the kind of person Porsha is. Okay? It didn't look good on her. She should have stayed off the show. She would have been better staying off the show, child. At least she would have had the last little group of fans that was still feeling her, because a lot of people wasn't feeling her when that whole Simon and Fallon thing came out. She should have stayed off the show. She should have stayed off the show. And Shamea was like, Porsha didn't even want me to be in this group. And remember, Candy said on her YouTube channel when she had Shamea on there that Candy was the one that helped Shamea get on the show. Not Porsha. Candy. Candy been that girlfriend. Shamea, you better go ahead and make Candy your bestie, okay? Because she the only one that been looking out for your ass. Porsha, she don't want you to be anywhere near on her level. You have surpassed her, honey. Leave her in the dark. Leave her in the past and move on. How many times she going to stab you in the back? How many times she going to, put little cuts on you? How many times before you bleed out? Come on now. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.